area, and then down here in the bottom there's another big area, and then there's basically 2 lanes of travel. There's one this way with an expansion over here, and there's another one on this side this way, expansion over here. And arguably there's a 3rd lane of travel, which can be the air travel right through the middle. And there's actually enough range down here, so if somebody's on the top side, they can put some pelters here and try to harass, but of course they would be extended up there. So looks like Elodea gets the bottom blue spot and starts building right away. Gonna go ahead and put on caps lock again so I can mess up the password again. But he starts with an air start, and at the top
Headcrab also air.
Headcrab with an air, then vehicle factory. So seems like air has been a very popular start this whole tournament.
Yeah, interesting. I mean, this tournament has been more team-based, I guess, so... And even on metal planets as well, the air is a really predominant strategy on there, simply because of the narrow chokes, and it's the easiest way to get past them. So yeah, Headcrab queuing up 4 factories, air first, 2 vehicles, and then an air 4th as well. Elodea, however, just sticking with his air, and in fact, gave his commander a move order before finishing that factory. Not sure what's going on there.
Now he's finished it. Now you can see the pattern that Headcrab has used. He's built a factory, and then he queued up 2 more energy plants, then a factory, then 2 more energy plants, and a factory, etc. And I think that he usually does that because, 2 energy plants will run the factory, and 1 more. Did I miss something good?
Well, there was just a fighter from Elodea which managed to take out the scout from Headcrab way before it got to the base to see what was going on. Really by luck,
yep.
Really. Headcrab flew it over into the wrong place. So Elodea gets the scout. And doesn't, however, manage to take out a hummingbird, unfortunately. Got double
there you
teamed.
go. So he will probably get down there now and try to get some scouting done because he doesn't know what's up. So obviously he does know that an air factory was built first. And sure enough, queued up all the metal extractors, but this hummingbird could easily come in and snipe that.
Especially as its escort was moved away.
Yep.
It's just going to take a little bit of jiggery-pokery and a bit of luck.
Yeah, if you're going to go air first, you really got to work to protect those air fabricators because they're fragile, and it's with the other team's air moving in very quickly.
The bumblebee sort of going, oh, it's an air fabricator. I'm useless, dead.
Yeah, there's nothing to shoot there.
Unless you go all sort of awesome style and just fly above the fabricator and just drop bombs on it while it's flying. But I'm not sure that's in PA. So we've got some spinners coming out from Headcrab now, so they will hopefully defend the vehicle fabbers that are sitting around and, not sitting around, expanding. Because, of course, Elodea has also gone air first. I don't see any bumblebees as of yet, probably because he's focusing more on protecting his air fabbers, which I don't blame him for, as you've said already, because that is his only fabricator at this point.
Yep. And now he's starting to get the vehicles out. Looks like he's focused on vehicles, just troops so far, and still relying on that 1 fabber. Army count, 1 fabber for Elodea and 3 for Headcrab. Now 0,
the
back to 1.
Went away. Got sniped by not fabricators, hummingbirds there. So Elodea now needs to get some fabbers.
Yep. Now there's some troops moving north from Elodea's base and could start in with some harass as soon as they arrive. 2 to 1 if I look on that front, and so he actually might get a chance to snipe some stuff there because there's just not a lot of units out for Headcrab.
Does get a free shot off on the hummingbird as it comes out of the factory. I think hummingbirds may be able to dodge shots if you micro them while they're getting shot at, simply by sort of turning them a lot. I'm not sure how reliable that is, though.
Yep, so
good camping.
Elodea, yeah, is camping that spot, but now is a little bit of harass from that spinner that is shot down one of his. And Headcrab moving back wisely because he's now outnumbered in that eastern lane, if you will.
Oh yeah. So Elodea has definitely started the troop movement there. The western lane still, however, very, very quiet, eerily so, because in all the other games that we casted together on this system, both lanes have been used pretty much from the get-go, as well as air. But then again, air first kind of changes things up a little bit, as we've seen.
Well,
So,
Elodea like patrolled his hummingbirds over the spinner of Headcrab, and they all got picked off, so that was kind of unfortunate for him. But now on the east side, he's actually queued up a teleporter over there, and he's moving in to harass these and pick off some of these metal extractors. That could give him quite an advantage as he first evens up the metal, takes out one of the fabricators up there, and is going to pick off at least one more metal extractor before those other units come in to clean it up.
up goes the teleporter. That's going to take perhaps another 20 seconds or so to complete with the T1 Faber. But the expansion is definitely very much under risk now. The Faber's gone, and the Infernos are moving in, and there's not very much defense there. Headcrab responding by queuing up 8 vehicle factories. Blimey, it's gonna take a lot of beating.
Yeah. Now there's that teleporter there, but just a note, there's no teleporter on the south end, so he would need to do another one.
I suspect the commander might be responsible for doing that after getting some power, because he's currently not in a position to power the teleporter anyway. So
yeah,
perhaps that's not particularly a priority. I just guess he wants to stop Headcrab from scouting it, except that's already too late. Headcrab does have intel on that teleporter.
Yep, and they move out. There's Inferno amongst this collection of units here in near Headcrab's base. Headcrab's looking like he's getting kind of behind here, and he wanted to expand to those other metal extractors, but the army of Elodea is there, and he did at least realize and move away. I'm going to take a look at his perspective here. He sees the units, but it does not look like he has any radar. So might be time to get some of that going on. And power gen's going down right by that teleporter.
Yeah, he's
pretty bold.
Desperately trying to power it. There it goes. So the link is made. He could move his commander up if he wants to. It looks as though he had perhaps queued his commander to do so and then tasked it on power afterwards.
Switched it on power. Now that'll give him kind of a burst of units being ready to go up north. Because he'll have the ones that were all traveling there, plus the ones that didn't have to take the time.
Yeah. It is fluctuating a lot, though, so it's definitely not a reliable stream at this point. What happened to his fabricator? That must have got sniped, because it's not building power anymore.
In fact, you can see the dead fabricator right there, the wreckage, and the power gen almost complete. And some more. A bomber comes out, and he doesn't really have any anti-air in this army. But he does. Okay, he does finally bring some fighters up.
Yeah. So,
Headcrab kind of moving and scouting off to the west expansion. So I think he's saying, well, I can't expand to my normal space. I need to find another space. This is a huge force coming in here. Actually, 65 mobile units for Elodea versus 35 of Headcrab. You know, thinking time for some towers and walls and stuff.
Towers,
walls,
and
even
too late. Commander moving in as well is a possibility, but again, do you really want to do that? Because every bit of Commander HP is precious HP.
It is precious, but it's better than losing because you lose your entire base. So it is one of those things where it's a resource to be spent, and it may be time to get on that.
Although, fortunately, it looks as though Elodea's forces are sort of streaming a little bit towards the defensive units, because of the way they were positioned, which was a little bit of an advantage, probably taking off a few more units than perhaps would have been rather than the broadside. But even so, there's definitely not enough defensive units there at the moment. By the time Elodea reach the base, I suspect there will be enough to sort that out. But currently at present, there's definitely an issue with regards to the unit counts.
And that Inferno gets in there, wipes out a couple of units. Over on the west side, some expansion over there by Headcrab and some defenders of that choke point. But Elodea has just kind of blocked it off with a few tanks, and then he's using the main force coming through the teleporter.
Yeah, the teleporter is maintained now, and in fact, Headcrab calls the GG because he's been surrounded by units now. His commander's on the wrong side of the base.
Yep. So that was a good game and a win for Elodea, and he is going to take down the whole thing.
With a Commander Plushie.
Commander Plushie. All right. Spreadsheet. The journey he took. You know, you actually look way back to last week. He was the winner from the qualifier, which gave him the starting placement in Andreas, and then worked his way through and did very well in the tournament, and then finally takes it in the end. So, great job, Headcrab. A well-earned win, and that is it for the tournament.
Thanks for watching, folks. Don't forget to pop a like if you liked it, or a comment or feedback, and subscribe for more PA coming your way very soon indeed. Thanks again for watching, and as always, have a nice day.